Greetings everyone, this is Elizabeth, and today is October 20th of our fall/Halloween card series, and that just means you change a few elements and you can either have fall or Halloween. Today is hopefully pretty simple. We're just going to pick some colors that say fall, and then we're going to do a little tree stencil over the top. Pardon me. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the Roy G of the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, because I feel those colors are in our fall colors. The tree starts off green and then it starts changing into these. And all we're going to do is ink blend these all over the card. We're just going to have fun, mush it around. And then we're going to stencil our Fairy Hugs tree stencil. If you have your own tree stencil, an actual tree and not just little sticks, you can definitely use that. And all we're going to do is we're going to place this over the top and then ink in black over everything. And then when we peel this up, only our trees will be in color. And hopefully they'll look really cool. And at some point we'll spritz it with some mica stain. If you don't have mica stain, maybe you have some metallic watercolors, you can do some splatters with like a goldish color or something. So I'm going to start with some green. Okay, I'm just going to open up my green, and I am using my Simon Hurley's. I've got Later Gator, Slippery When Wet, Traffic Cone, Game Over. And I'm just going to pick 3 areas. 1, 2, 3. Just like so. I'm going to start with that one. Get it kind of dark in some spots. And switch. Next. Let's go into the Slippery When Wet. Now I'm going to clean my brush, because I use it for orange and yellow. So I'm just gonna again pick some 3 spots. I'm gonna actually tap that off so I can add that yellow here. Just like so. You can add more or less, whatever you need to do. Let them blend together, be happy. Okay, now I'm going to clean my brush. Pick up some orange, a traffic cone. And then we're just going to maybe put that one right there in the center. Okay. Looking good. You're like, no, it's not. Yes, it is. We got to give it our first run, and then we'll go back in and use our colors and pick another spot to help fill it in. And there's our Game Over red. And again, just 3 spots, maybe a little bit more with the red. Darken up this corner. Okay, now I'm going to take my time and I'm going to go in with the colors again, and I'm going to blend them together. So I'm going to come in with some green and the traffic cone and blend those together right over that red. And it's going to take me some time, so I'll go ahead and fast forward because I'm really going to work on getting these brush marks out. Okay. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. It's pretty nice and blendy, the best we could. I'm just using accent opaque paper, 65 pound, I do believe. Oops, I got a little bit of ink on my card base. That's all right though. Now we've got a lot of color on our table. So we're gonna clean that up with just another sheet of cardstock, and we could basically make 2 cards today just by doing that. So I'm gonna spritz this down, pick it up, and I'll be right back with you. We've cleaned this, okay. We're cleaned our mat and picked up all of this, and we still have color on our brushes. So without cleaning the brushes, I'm just going, and this is damp. This is still got some moisture in it. So I'm just gonna stay on the paper and just add some of these colors all over. Doesn't matter where I start, where I finish. I'm just gonna squiggle wiggle all over the place. Fill in some of that white area, okay? And just look at it change. Okay, now these are all nice and, well, mostly clean. Okay, no wasted color. And then we've muted this back even more. And this can dry, and then we can do the same technique that we're gonna do here. Now for this, I think I'm gonna hit it with some pixie spray just so it stays in place, because I need to get a bigger blending brush for my blacks. This is all that I have right now, so it's gonna be a little bit of tedious work. So let me spray this, and then I'm just gonna pick a black ink, and today I'm using my Memento because I re-inked it, and my VersaFine Clear it's drying out. I gotta get some more ink. But I'm just gonna take this and blend it all in there, and I shall return. I wanted to take a minute and let you know that you can go as thick or as thin with the black that you want. I'm going to go ahead and peel this so that you can see the difference. But I am going to go back in and fill mine in. But I just want to show you the possibilities of this are pretty endless. Okay. I mean, just look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Ugh. And so you can still see the colors through there, and then it's more blocked out through here. And you just get this beautiful transition of your colors. I'm going to go ahead and set this back down and finish blending that, because I do want mine black, because I'm going to spritz it with the stencil on. I don't want any of the mica or any of the splats where my mask is, the stencil is. So we're going to go ahead and finish this up, and I'll be right back with you. So I laid the rag across the top of it just to make sure there was no big splatters on my stencil, because that would dribble back onto my panel, and I didn't want that. So we're gonna pop it up and just peel that back. And it is looking fabulous. Look at that. Can I pick it up? Oh, you guys, that mica in there is just gorgeous. Look at that. And this is what I'm saying. Happy fall, happy Thanksgiving, spooky wishes, trick or treat. I mean, I am just going to leave this like this until I decide how I'm going to send it, because I'm not quite sure. And I can even throw an embellishment on there. Maybe a leaf, maybe a little Halloween thing, a spider, you know. Ooh, a spider might be nice on there. But I'm just going to trim this up and get it onto my card panel. But before I do, I'm going to clean up. Okay. And to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this back on top of this one. Remember, we use this one for cleanup, and we're going to use it for cleanup again. We're just going to set that on there because there's a lot of mica on our stencil, and I'm going to activate that mica with the water, and then I'm going to wipe it right onto this, so that black and the mica are just going to get wiped right onto this panel, just like that. Oops, somebody's going to have my fingerprint in this one. Very interesting. And we'll peel and reveal. Ooh, that one's kind of artistic-y. And I can use this to do something else with. But we can see the mica in there. It's so lovely. Let me clean up and I'll be right back with you. Our work area is all nice and clean. Now we're just going to trim this down. And the stencil did have a little border, so I am going to trim a little off the top and the bottom. So my card is 5.5 by 4.25. So I'm going to make this 5.25 by 4. And that is perfect for this trim. Gets all of that void area off of there, and then I can just pick a side and trim my quarter off of this side. So we're going down to 4, like so. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I'm thinking, yeah, that'll be an okay card base. Ugh. Or maybe black. Let's try the black. I don't know. Ooh, that is really pretty too. Maybe black with a touch of white. Oh yeah, I think it just needs a thinner white because that looks really cool. Okay, so easy enough to fix. We're going to take another card panel. Okay, this one is full size, and we're just going to shave it down a little bit. That way there we get a thin little border around our card. So normally it's 4.25, so I'm just going to shove it past the 4.25 just a little bit. Okay, so this is my 4.25. Oops, nope, I'm reading that wrong. Sorry. The panel is 4, so I'm just going to push it larger than 4, so not quite to the 4.25. Okay, trim that down, and then we're going to do the same. The other side is 5.25, so we're just going to go a hair over that, trim that down. So now I'll have a thin white border on this, and then a thin black border on our card base. Yeah, that's so much better. Yes. We're gonna glue these all together, and I have some new foam, so I think we're gonna actually pop the white and black up. Oops, sorry, my words. Pop this panel up, which we're going to attach to this. And I'm not squishing down, I'm just going to Let that glue float there. Make sure it's all nice and even. And then I'm going to press it down. There we go. Flip it over. Push it down even more. Ah, look at that. So gorgeous. Foam tape. I'm so excited for the foam tape. I got 1-inch foam tape, you guys. So instead of doing 4 strips, we're probably going to do 2 or 3. And we'll have even more stability on our card. Ugh, look at that. Ooh, it's so sticky. So sticky. And I'll share a link down below for the Fairy Hugs stencil and for this foam tape. Look at that. Nice. Ugh, and sticky. And this comes in a 2-pack. So, I mean, it's a great deal. It's like $14 for 2 rolls of that. And we just smoosh that down. Look! Oh! I can even peel it with my fat little fingernails. Now, if you are one that has a little bit of trouble lining things up, just peel back half of it. Okay, make sure we get our card open in the right way. And what I'm gonna do, we need to make sure those are exposed. We're gonna line up the bottom and the 2 sides. Okay, we're just kind of get it on there the way we think it should, and then when we pinch the top like so, the rest will fall into place. 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Look at that. How fun is that? Definitely the size for the job. Nice, easy 3 peel instead of 4. And I feel it's more stable because normally we were using the 1/4 inch, which I will show you. Okay, we were just using 4 of these strips. So 3 of those is way better, way, way better. Look at that. How lovely is that? And we can write with gel pen, or we can put in a white card panel. Let me know what you think. I do believe this technique is called the Joseph's coat, where you ink blend and then black it out. Okay, and you can do that with any sorts of colors. And your top coat doesn't even have to be black. Maybe I like the red and I would have went over it all with a different kind of red or a purple just to make it stand out. Lots of options, you guys. I hope it inspires you to get crafty today. If you make something and would like to share, hashtag Chat with Sassy on Instagram and Facebook. I'd love to see what you've created. Or you can join the Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends on Facebook and post photos there. And a whole group of us would appreciate to see what you've created. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.